Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers and deal direct. Eliminate the middleman. No mortgage broker fees. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on your high-rate mortgage and your credit cards. You can save every single month by refinancing. You personally can save every month by locking in the lowest rates in over 30 years. And we make house calls to the entire tri-state area 7 days a week. Call 718-380-0006 if you're buying a home or you want to refinance your home. 718-380-0006.
Our First Republic Mortgage Bankers in the building, live and direct. And today is a holiday, but Eddie Albert is in the building, and he's working as usual over at First Republic Mortgage Bankers. Years on top of years in the industry, doing big things. And folks, today is your lucky day. All right, so all you folks out there right now who are home right now in tune to Link Up Radio, some of us is at work today, as me and Eddie are here doing our best to make sure you guys get the best information, all the facts that's needed right here on Link Up Radio. We link up with Eddie Albert from First Republic Mortgage Bankers in the building for all your purchasing, all your refinancing needs. Eddie, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Sean. Great to be here. But why are we working today? Isn't it a holiday?
It is a holiday.
All right,
you know,
all right.
But for the most of us, we still, encourage ourselves to come to work and help all these folks out there with their purchasing and their refinancing needs. So that's why we have you here today on a holiday to help all these folks out there right now who are in tune to us right now.
Absolutely. Sean, I had a great weekend. I was in the office yesterday on Sunday, and one of the listeners that heard us last week talking about the federal government loans, and she had a house in Long Island, and she was paying way too much on this mortgage payment. She had a couple of credit cards, and she was being told by a couple of banks that they couldn't do anything, and if they could, it would be a very high interest rate.
What was the situation for her where the bankers said that?
Bottom line is her credit wasn't perfect. She had some late credit card payments,
right?
But for the most part, she had a mortgage late twice this year, but it wasn't terrible. For the most part, she was paying her bills. She was struggling a little bit, and when we looked at it, I said, listen, we can do this loan. She fell into the FHA parameters, which really worked out fantastic for her. And she was so happy to find out she was going to save several $100s a month off her bills, consolidate everything into one payment. But she was somebody that heard us last week and said, I got to come into the bank. It was Sunday. I said, listen, come in. Right. We'll sit down. We'll look at your situation. But she acted. Today, a lot of folks are off out there, hopefully listening to us on the show. And it's a great time before things get really busy around the holidays to try to get your financial situation in order. And that's simply by making a phone call over to me today or at the bank during the week. But act. Make the phone call, because a lot of people are paying way too much money on their mortgages. They're paying 20 to 30% interest rate on their credit cards. They got a car or two that they can't afford right now. Things are getting a little tough. Maybe they got a kid in college. There's things out there that you can do by doing a refinance and consolidating that. And when you see how much money you can save each and every month, it adds up to a lot of money for those people that are working 1, 2. Some people I'm working with have 3 jobs.
Sure.
There's not enough hours in the day. We're here to try to simplify your lifestyle, and if we can save you several $100s a month, maybe you don't have to work that second or third job. Maybe you can enjoy the family more. You got to work smart. I know Scott has been preaching for the last several years about working smart and effective. But it's really key. And when you sit down with a loan rep for First Republic, we have an extensive knowledge in mortgages, and we can show you how much money you can save. And that's real dollars that you have to work every day to make a paycheck. And when you could save somebody several $100s a month, you know what? That's a great stress relief.
Absolutely, it is. It puts a big Kool-Aid smile on their face, or Ernie smile from Sesame Street on their face. It does wonders. Take that load off your shoulder. And what she did, she been hearing us here on the radio, but she said, you know what? I don't believe First Republic Mortgage Bankers. Let me go to a different banker. She probably went, chasing around or went into different cities, example, and she realized that it didn't work out for her. They turned her down. So she said, all right, you know what? Let me choose First Republic Mortgage Bankers. She made the phone call. She linked up with Eddie Albert, and she realized and absolutely believed that First Republic Mortgage Bankers is the way to go. Her credit wasn't all good. It was below 400, 300, around there somewhere. nowhere, you know, and give an example. And once again, she made the phone call. She reached out to Eddie Albert at 718-325-5555. And now she's smiling to the bank.
She's absolutely
saving
ecstatic.
money.
She's really happy because she was able to lower her payment. And, you know, she was being told bad information because her credit wasn't stellar, that they couldn't help her. And we've been preaching this for how long? You've heard the testimonies week in, week out here. These are real people. These are real experiences. You know, they're not actors or actresses. These are people that have real situations that wanted to simplify their life, take the stress out of making 6, 7, 8, 9 payments a month. Make one payment. Get an increased tax deduction.
Wow.
Work smart. You don't need great credit. You can be late on your mortgage. You know, you need to at least make a phone call. Can we help everybody at First Republic? No. But you know what? A lot of times we can help you. And you won't know until you make that phone call to us. And you can call me today. I'm going to be at the studio all day today. And I will personally look at your situation and tell you exactly what we can do so you know up front. And as far as locking in rates, we lock in everything at application at First Republic. We don't gamble on people's mortgages.
Of course not.
The rate that we quote on the phone is the rate that you will get at closing.
Absolutely.
And that, you know what, just having that knowledge or that power, people feel comfortable and they're able to save a lot of money. Like I said, we're in the business a long time now. We've been talking on this radio show for many, many months, years now, and we've helped hundreds and hundreds of listeners. But there's still people out there that I know are listening to us right now, and they're saying, "Well, should I or shouldn't I call?" It's real simple. Make a phone call. Call me in the studio today. I will look at it and give you an honest opinion on what we can do for you. And then we'll move on from there. But today's great because it's a holiday for a lot of folks. Some people are off. You know what? Just make the phone call. Call us at the studio, 718-325-5555. My staff, my assistants are here with me today. So call us. We will work with you. We'll evaluate your situation and make things happen. And we want to put a smile back on your face. Don't get stressed out. The holidays are coming up. You want to clear all this up.
Absolutely.
Start on a new page and get ahead of the game. And, you know, stop working so hard. Work smart. Work effective. Don't pay these credit card companies 30% interest. That's a no-win situation. Transfer that negative debt into what I call positive debt, 5 7/8. When you transfer debt that you're paying 30% on and you move it over to the column and you're now paying 5.875, you're going to save money. That's simple arithmetic. You will save money.
That's the key.
If you go from 30% to 5 7/8, that's a big reduction.
That's right, a big step. So, folks, make the call right now. Link up with Eddie Albert in the building for First Republic Mortgage Bankers, 718-325-5555.